All right, I'll start off first with injuries. Bryce Callahan has a left foot, so he'll be evaluated. We'll see how that goes here in the next several days. Number one, I have to make sure that our fans understand how amazing that was. Absolutely amazing, and we're so thankful. And in there we gave the game ball to the city and to the fans, and that's what it's all about. This is all about us and doing this thing together. Our players appreciate it. It was absolutely electrifying from the start to the finish. I mean, it was just powerful, and so we appreciate that. Our play on defense. What for me, all I could say was wow. I know it was one that I haven't seen in a long time against such a powerful opponent, and I want to make sure that I give a lot of credit to Coach McVay and his players. They're an amazing football team. They do things the right way. They coach the right way. They play the right way, and so. There's a reason why they have the best record in the NFL. And so, but our guys stepped up to the challenge, and that was what was important to us. We talked all week about we and not me, and they hung together. And so as sluggish as we were on offense, and that's a credit to Coach Phillips and their defense, how they played. Our defense just really played on another level, and they it was a unique game for me as a play caller in just how you call the plays and why you call them for certain situations. And field position was at a ultimate with our defense the way they were playing. So I also want to special teams wise, I thought we did a great job other than the fake punt. And I know we had to miss field goal in that there at the end of the game. But Pat O'Donnell with the punts and that field position in these times are so huge. And our gunners going down there and getting the ball was great. Offensively, as you could tell in the pass game, we weren't clicking as much. And again, I'm going to give credit to Coach Phillips there. I thought they had some good stuff that they did. But our run game, our guys, our offensive line against that defensive front that we just saw, I thought did a really good job. And they hung together. They stuck together. Coach Heastan, he's been doing a great job all week long at focusing on trying to get, going in the run game, and then in pass protection. Aaron Donald is special. So we did enough in the end, and I'm just so proud of our guys. It was a big week for us, but now we got to enjoy it tonight and get ready for next week.
So 3rd and goal from the 2, you send in 3 defensive linemen into the offensive huddle.
How many?
3, 4. Okay.
4. No, it's okay. I'm just testing you.
Your train of thought, is that just typical of the kind of year this has been for you?
No, we like that stuff. We like it. And so our guys like it. I like it. Our offensive coaches like it. We've had success with it. And those guys execute it. And so, that's part of, it doesn't mean that we're going to do it all the time, but if the situation hits and we feel like it, we'll have some ready for it. And that's what we did.
What did you think of the catch on that play?
I thought it was very impressive, but to everybody else. But Bradley in practice, he does some unique things for being a big offensive lineman. And that was a complete thumbs catch, and he just looked it in. The ball was up high. That was an unbelievable catch. Great throw too, and that's it. Great throw.
Does that play have a name?
Yeah, Santa's sleigh.
Who named that?
We did. We named it.
Is there a fear of 12 300-pounders drawing up plays for you on Monday? Is that going to be every?
Well, they're already doing it. Our defensive coaches now are coming up with names too, so they're having fun.
What was your overall?
Huh?
What was your overall impression of how Mitch played today?
Yeah, well, when you look at it numbers wise, I think there were some throws that some of the interceptions sailed on him a little bit. It wasn't his best game, but you know what? I told him, I said, who cares? Who cares? We're about winning the games, and so he knows that we can all play better. It's not all on him, and so he's gonna get better from it. The whole time, we talked again with our team about the next play mentality, And this was a game for us offensively that you had to have that, and the defense had to have it too because they were doing so well. They can't get lazy. They got to keep it going. And so these are the ones that you look back for myself as a coach and for him as a quarterback, and you grow from. And again, as I've always said, when you win the game, it's a lot easier to critique and understand the why part and use it to help you down the road. So in the end, do I care? Can we be better as an offense? Yes. Do I care about numbers? Not one bit.
You just beat the best team in the NFL, team averaging 35 points to 6, you held them to 6. What does this say about your team in this season?
Well, it's our guys have worked hard to put ourselves in this position. It's not easy, and it started for just the belief at the very beginning when we started in training camp, and then you start having some different types of games, some different wins, some different losses, and what was really interesting to me, and I felt it last night at the hotel, and I felt it throughout the week, was there was a looseness to our guys. It was not the stage wasn't going to be too big for them. They were almost they were really anticipating this, and that's fun. That's why we do what we do, is for these opportunities. And we completely know how good of a team the Rams are, and that they're going to be there in the end. And so I just for tonight, our guys did what we had to do to win.
Man, as good as your defense has been all season, there's been lapses or lulls here every once in a while, especially in the losses. What was different about tonight that they played 4 great quarters and held such a good team to only 6 points?
Yeah, we were able to keep them a little bit out of rhythm. You didn't see a lot of first downs where it was just first down after first down after first down. There were some incomplete passes that our defense, a lot of pass breakups, turnovers. And so when that happens, it's hard. It's hard as an offensive play caller when you don't get into a rhythm. And so a credit to Coach Fangio and the rest of those coaches for putting our players and having a great week of practice into a way of having us succeed. The other thing I want to do too is I want to make sure that some of our practice squad players get a little bit of a shout out, because that's a little they sometimes people don't understand. We have some guys on our practice squad and guys that don't get recognized on game day for giving us great looks in practice, and they deserve a big time credit for doing that. And sometimes those things can get overlooked, but we appreciate that.
On the punt play before the half, what was the explanation you got from the referees? I know there was obviously like an interference with the referee or whatever, but
that's what it was. Yeah, that's what. I apologize to them at halftime. The one gentleman referee, he got knocked down by one of our linemen, and so he couldn't tell what was going on, and so he had to call stop and play. And in that time, and it's such a crucial time of the game, and in a crucial situation that you prep for all week long, and then for that to happen. But really, in the end, we didn't execute it like we should have, and we ran into him and he fell down, so he did the right thing, and so I apologized and told him I need to be better than that, and I need to make sure that we do it better next time.
And the risk you run, the risk you run on that type of play is you have to run it and still give them chance to
yeah, they still have a chance to substitute.
Was it close? I mean, would you have been able to pull it off to where there's still time on the clock?
Well, the whole schematic part of the play was fine. What wasn't fine was that we bowled over the referee. You can't do that.
Matt, you said earlier that this was kind of a unique game for you play calling wise. What did you mean by that?
Well, it became one where you could see how we were doing on defense, and so and what they have on defense with 99, and so you want to make sure. What I saw all season is there's one play in the game that he makes that flips the field and just flips the way the game's going. And so I felt very comfortable with our defense with field position. I felt very comfortable with being able to do some of the things we were doing in the run game. And so it was a little different in regards to that. And sometimes that happens. And so I need to make sure that I put our offense in the best situation possible. And then really our team. It was a field position game, really. I mean, it was 15-6 forever,
I know you guys talk about taking it week by week, blinders on all that sort of stuff. Do you have a sense for what beating an 11-1 team means for the perception of you by the fans, by the league, all of that sort of stuff?
Well, it's a great win for us, and I think more than anything is it's going to continue to keep letting our guys understand that every team in the NFL, every game is different. So last week against the Giants, that game's going to be different than the following week, and there's so much parity. But the belief of our guys, so they hear me talk about it, but now to do it, for them to go out and do it, for a team that only have one loss all year long, and into as far as the season as we are, it's so powerful for our guys now because it helps us grow with confidence. It helps us grow togetherness. And when you teach that and you talk about it over and over and over as a culture, as a building, everyone together as a family, and then they do it, it just lights a fire and it puts us in a great position. And so we do talk about one game at a time. And so now they're going to enjoy tonight. And then we're going to get right back in it and get ready for next week.
A wedding bouquet celebration, you ever seen that?
Oh, no. Nope.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.
Mitch, what'd you think of that touchdown catch from your offensive lineman?
It was awesome. It was awesome. He was telling me earlier in the week, he's like, hey, even if I'm covered, throw it up there, I'll bring it down. And it was just great execution all the way around. Bradley got open, and I threw it up to him. He made a heck of a catch. So it was a big-time play, and very excited for him to get the opportunity and make a big play for this team.
What was working for you on that drive? That, coming out of halftime.
Yeah, for sure. It's a little RPO game, running the ball. They played a lot more zone than we expected, and we were just able to get a good rhythm going coming out of halftime. And defense obviously did a great job all night and just gave us good field position. And we were just rolling down there, getting first downs, and just positive plays that we were able to get going. So I think we just need to find what works and get it going and stick to it. And we did what we had to do.
Mitch, what was harder for you tonight? Was it the cold, or was it, you hadn't played in 2 games and you needed to get into some point kind of rhythm?
I don't know. I wouldn't say the cold affected me at all. Not playing 2 weeks, I don't know if that affected tonight, but I know it definitely sucked being out for me. Mentally, I think I just need to be better all the way around. I was pretty amped and anxious coming out for this game because I was out for 2 weeks. But, I mean, that had nothing to do with the way I played. I think I just need to settle down, be better with my footwork, and try not to do too much. There were times I was just trying to do too much, make a play. I don't know if that's something I was doing mentally from sitting out for 2 weeks, just coming out here trying to put on a show and make big plays. I just need to go in there and do my job. But I'm very fortunate to be a part of this team. The guys continued to believe in me, stick by me, and we pulled through on offense, and the defense had our backs all night. Just making big plays, getting turnovers, and shutting down a really good offense. So it was a great team win.
Mitch, how would you describe the spark of Big Eddie's safety to start the second half?
Yeah, it was crazy. It really set the tone for the second half. We knew if we just created positive plays on offense, our defense was going to shut them down, and they set the tone all night. There's nothing that they could have done to get going. The defense made up their minds that they were going to shut them down, and it was absolutely outstanding. I think the offense fed off of it a little bit in the second half and got us going, but we need to continue to have their backs because they played lights out, and if we could do that, we could start to be really dominant. But like I said, it's a great team win, and the defense, I mean, it was really fun to watch. It was fun to watch, seriously.
What's the biggest thing you've come to appreciate about that group this year?
Well, I was just talking to some of them in the locker room, and I've come to appreciate how smart they are and how they all play together. So we got guys in every single spot on defense that can make plays and make game-changing plays, and they play hard, they play together, and they play smart. So, I mean, you couldn't ask for more on defense and what they're doing, how they're giving effort, how they're studying, and how they come out here and shut people down. So we just need to get that going all the way around, all three phases, especially on offense, which falls on me. So I just need to go back to work this week and continue to get better and feed off what that defense is doing.
You guys got the running game going a little bit tonight. Jordan went over 100 yards. What did you like about this matchup, and what was working tonight?
It was awesome. I mean, they were playing a lot of zone, and they were playing really soft defense, taking away some of our downfield throws, and just we spread them out a little bit. And I think the O-line did a great job controlling line of scrimmage, open up holes for Jay, and Jay ran his tail off, man. That's what we expect out of 2-4, man. Kind of like the defense, he made up his mind tonight when he touched the ball that he was going to be he was just going to run hard and finish runs and pick up tough yards for this offense. So I'm very proud of him and the offensive line and how they were able to be a big part of this win tonight.
Mitch, what can you say about the job you guys did on Aaron Donald, who's one of those few guys that can change a game by himself?
Yeah, for sure. We had a plan for him, and they got a good defense all the way around. And we had a plan for Donald, and the O-line did a great job just keeping him in check all night, and that's what we wanted to do. Obviously, we had some turnovers, which falls on me, but we didn't have any game-destructive plays that he usually causes. So that's something that we definitely kept in the back of our minds. If we just play smart, take care of the football, and create positive plays on offense and get a few more scores, then we can come out and get a W, which we did. But we definitely want to score more, but we did what we had to do and didn't give up any game-changing plays to Donald, and the defense did the rest.
Mitch, you've talked to us about being self-critical of your game. It's such a big night for you guys, such a big win. Is it harder to be kind of self-critical after a game like this for you?
Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed in myself in the way I played, especially being out 2 weeks. But, I mean, it's hard to be down when you get such a big win like that. You just got to put your own selfish thoughts about how you played aside, because that is selfish. If you played well, if you played bad, it's still bad thinking about yourself. We got such a huge team win. So I was still in the locker room, dancing with the guys, celebrating the big win, hugs all around, and it's a privilege to be a part of this team, especially a leader on this team. So, I mean, I'll get everything corrected. I'm gonna go back to work this week, just work really hard to get it corrected and play a lot better. But I'm just very proud of the way the team had my back, and we're still gonna celebrate because it's big for this organization.
Mitch, how was it to go out there and get hit for the first time, or to slide, just to have some contact after missing some time?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said before, it sucked being out 2 weeks. But, I mean, the shoulder really wasn't bothering me at all. Not my mindset or anything like that. I was going to go out there, try to play my game, and do what I had to do for my team. But it felt good. It just felt good to be out there. And, I mean, I really didn't get hit that much. I was getting down on some of my runs, and the O-line did a great job taking care of me when I went to drop back. So the offensive line, they really played great tonight. We got the run game going. They protected me back there. I just got to make better decisions with the football, but it just felt good to be back out there.
You guys scored the only touchdown of the game after the safety. How big of a turning point was that safety?
Huge turning point, huge momentum shift. We kind of knew if we went down and put up another score that, I mean, the defense could carry us the rest of the way, which they did all night long. But it was a big score in the game. It really got us going on offense a little bit and opened some things up on the outside, especially the run game. But, yeah, when you get those momentum swings, you just got to make the most of them. And I mean, I can't say enough about the crowd tonight either. They helped a big part in the momentum, just being loud when the defense was out there. They really showed up in a big way tonight, and they deserve this win as much as we do. So, great job by the crowd, great team win, and we just gotta get better and go from here.
Mitch, what's the name of that play to Bradley?
They didn't tell you yet?
They may have. I didn't get the Brad in
Can I
the.
tell them?
And Nagy told us.
Okay.
Santa's sleigh.
Santa's sleigh. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas.
I imagine you're not fearing.
Presents down the chimney.
I imagine you're not fearing getting much pressure there with the number of big bodies you have.
No, what? God, there's some big boys in there. Yeah, it was an awesome play. When we first installed it, we're gonna put this one in the incubator, so that means we install a play and maybe we'll practice it each week. But literally, we'll put that play in, and I was like, hey, if we get down there, we need to call this. This is gonna work. And so yeah, Santa's sleigh. It came a little early.
All right, thanks everybody.
Thank you, Mitch.